Okay, we're 15 seconds into the game. One SPP versus first pad on White Park first map. Both teams going for their full heavy lineup. It's actually a mirror match, I just noticed.
It looks like one SPP are doing what most teams do. They get their hold down position for the T-32s in the middle, and they're doing what you said earlier. They're destroying those walls, making sure that they can't just hide behind them and get shots off easily, but it's still possible.
Yeah, and here we see, if we look at my point of view, we can see the walls here dropping. Still a few standings, might want to take care of them too.
I'm surprised the T1s are not doing this.
Yeah, usually T1s do it. Well, see some more shells coming, but you shouldn't be doing it with your heavy tanks. Well, anyway, first pad is sitting in the bottom right of the corner. Two tanks are really defensive. The 5100s are really defensive. We're looking at the tactics. They're pretty much doing the same. They have the T-32s at the front and the two 5100s at the back, ready to...
We saw this tactic earlier by one SPP.
On Prokofka, it was.
Yeah, and nice. One SPP AMX 100s took out Faith No More, the team leader of...
maybe that's a good thing.
Yeah, so maybe it's a good thing because he is the leader,
and then he can focus on the game.
He can focus 100%. Oh, apparently one of them tracked the T1 even.
So, what's your prediction?
I don't know. I think they're going to be long games.
3-2.
3-2.
3-2 3-2 in every game to the end.
I'm going to go 3-1 to first pad.
Okay, that's cool.
But they're going to be... I think there's going to be a couple of draws in there. We'll have to see.
We will see. Well, looking at the tactics, as we just said, both tactics are pretty much the same. The three T-32s are the front tanks, and the two 5100s in each team are sitting at the back, waiting for the order to push. So at the moment, we are seeing us, not the game.
For some reason, we are seeing us.
But it's a good thing. Well,
I know we're a lot more interesting than.
Yeah.
The game.
So, but if we can maybe jump back to the game, so we can show. What
I think they want to see our faces.
It's understandable.
Yeah. We'll explain to you what's happening in game. Nothing.
Yeah.
They're just sitting around. They're just waiting for the other team to make the first move. Maybe scout a bit. We'll have to see.
Yeah, they're both just waiting to find out. And now we see the game, so you can take a look yourself what's going on.
We have got Rabio in quite a good position. I've seen this position being used on Wipeout before, and it's really good because you have the bushes on the left, bushes on the right, and the fence in front.
I want the T1 on a certain position always in this map.
Yeah.
I'll just have to fly there in the middle. If you start from north, you can drive over the hill. And if I do get there eventually sometime today, because nothing's happening, so we can take the time to fly here. So as a T1, you drive up the hill. So I'm kind of simulating a T1 now, and I drive up, mind my own business, go over the tracks, and sit in these bushes. Yeah. And if you get there fast enough, you can be covered from the bushes completely, and you can spot the tanks. What
it does look like a couple of the one pad tanks are spotted. We'll see if one SPP reacts on that, and it does look like one pad are actually making a couple of tactical decisions. Maybe
they
wanting
relocated to the bottom left, so they might want to start pushing or something like that.
I'm going to skip over to Shalebo, the T-32 driver for one SPP. I think if the engagement happens, it's going to happen around here, or further down the map.
They're looking to the left-hand side, no, to the right-hand side of the map now, aren't they? Yeah, man, it looks like both going to make a push, and they're just going to swap sides.
Yeah, it's literally like the two teams are so similar that they've just had the same idea,
same lineup, same idea, same the beginning tactic, like keeping the two 5100s behind, the three T-32s at the front, both doing exactly the same, and now both decided to push on one side, just that they picked the wrong sides. So like the opposite sides, they're not actually pushing both at the same side. Would have been quite awesome if they would have actually both taking the right side.
You see, a lot of people think that the green side of this map, the open side, has more of an advantage because you can really pick where you push, and then the other side, you know, it's a lot harder to push into an open area.
I think it's down to the game style, actually. The way you want to play.
But if you play this on random battle, for instance, quite often the green side wins. I'm sure there's some statistics around. Gurumis did take a shot from one of the one SPB players. Nothing really.
Not much things happen yet. Like, it's only 300. Of course, 300 is still damage.
It's still damage.
But it's not no game-changing moment. But what I really like at the position of Mace, he's sitting behind the train, and this train is the only thing that can't be destroyed up there.
Yeah.
So, and what I'll talk about, you jump out his point of view.
I don't know why it jumped, to be honest.
So yeah, you can destroy all the wagons behind it, and then you can actually shoot through them.
And look, he's hold down there. Yeah. You can shoot his upper glacius, but it's still going to be bounce easily. 126 millimeters of armor on that glacius.
With the angle it can bounce. So yeah, but at the moment, not much happening. Both teams are still sitting around. We was expecting that a bit because this is kind of their gameplay, their game style. Hold a position until the end, and at the end you have the big push coming up. Then
I think they really think about their games. That's
Yeah,
if you overthink your game, you're gonna do less.
The thing is, they're not just sitting there and like just doing nothing. They are actually discussing what they can do, and they talk throughout the game. The complete 8 minutes, they just keep on talking what we can do, what would happen if you do this. So they discuss their tactics like for about 8 minutes, and then they might do the push. Some
shots being exchanged. You got 4 of their heavy tanks here. Just it's a good position. I mean, this would be awesome if you had a Bison.
They have the better position. Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
This is where you can come with a Bison, take a T29 and bring a Bison along, and you can do some damage. Then you just like. Yeah, you see them up there, but you can't hit each other. Then we go for the
boom, 616 damage onto the AMX 100. I'm going to skip over to Madge since he's closer to the action. But First Pad are taking it to 1 SPP, so I'm not sure what they're going to do in that position, to be honest.
The problem is First Pad, if they want to cap them capping on the open side, so they have no cover, and well, 1 SPP can just go hold down and start defending the base without no problem at all. And that's why I think 1 SPP has a better advantage at the moment.
So it's 1 T1 each, but 1 pad have lost significantly more health. Than,
like one tank
SPP.
is down to 400. 2 other tanks already took a shell as well, while 1 SPP are completely full, aren't they? No.
Yeah, almost completely full. The 2 AMX 100s are doing what AMX 1s do best, going off in a wolf pack and going up behind.
Yeah.
It does look like Kistov is deciding to split off.
But the problem is, as a French tank, you want to have enough HP. We want to take enough shells that you can empty your clip. But at the moment, with Midas down to 400, he won't be able to empty his clip.
But 1 SPP can literally win this game in almost any manner they want. They can kill the tanks, and they can cap because 1 pad are in a position where they're pinned down, and they don't have anything to stop the cap apart from this T1.
And now some shells getting exchanged in the middle. First Pad has taken quite a lot of damage, to be honest, but they did manage to deal some damage themselves as well.
And that T1 goes down.
T1 is dead, but that's they needed an AMX 5100 shell. But I think the AMX 5100 would have been better in the fight here because 1 SPP, they were in front, but First Pad has noticed the position what they needed. Like they have a nice hold down position, they can start dealing damage without taking damage themselves.
1 SPP are starting to get a bit lower, 622 on Madge.
They gave up their awesome position, and now, First Pad's taking their position. Hold down, lots of shells going towards Mace. Mace is a one-shot. He really has to watch out now. Lucky Kusinix only got tracked there.
55 HP, and he goes down.
A shell.
That's what the AMX 100 is good for. I mean...
So we were saying that they're winning, but they are capping. They're still capping.
Yeah.
So
I think... I don't know why... You know, they had 4 tanks where Shalebo is now. If they did stay there and hadn't moved forwards, they would still be alive.
Yeah. By the time, you think they're going to manage to cap it then?
No way.
No, Gervas isn't set there, but Souza is waiting for it. Souza is ready to defend the flag. Oh, no, both AMX 50 and 100s are ready.
I wish I could zoom in further. Souza, they're just waiting, but I think he's going to wait till about 70%, 80%, and then the AMX 100, he can sacrifice himself and get the cap if he wants.
And you go.
And there he goes.
Right, Souza is last man in the cap circle. He has to be he'll be facing 2 T32s and 2 MX 5100s. He should focus down the low HP 5100. Well, no, he's gonna run.
Yeah, double AMX 100. Time to unleash the pain.
He's running. He's legging it.
No, he's gonna meet up with. I don't think Kistov and Souza should have split up. You've got to have the double. They
were dominating. They were winning.
Yeah.
They had like 1 tank already down to 400. But I don't understand why they gave up their nice position in the middle. There was no need to.
There was absolutely no need to.
And then how they gained their advantage, they lost it to the same tactic.
I think they didn't expect the AMX 100s to move back onto their side again and then just shoot them. I think they expected them to move towards the cap or something. I'm not sure.
But anyway, it looks like First Pad will finish off the game here. 4 heavy tanks still standing against 2 heavy tanks and 1 SPV. Oh, well, it's 1 left, and the other one is just kicking
81 HP left.
You're giving 1 kick to a track, and he's going to blow up. So
it's not his account, so it's not his goal, so he can fire as much as he wants. But next match is Himmelsdorf, isn't it?
Yeah, but that's what I was doing as I had the tournament accounts. I just jumped into T1 and just keep on spamming the goal.
Yeah, it's good fun.
Spam. So First game, it says draw here, but it was a second, 2,000 for the third, and 500 for the remaining teams. So we are ready for the map. Enjoy. And now we are back in game. Luckily we are on Ollie's screen because I wasn't in the game yet. Okay, I had a bit of lag. I just thought my game crashed. So what is 1SPP doing? Let us know.
I think they're doing what we've seen them do every game so far, Stephen. I think they're pushing the two AMX 100s to the left, the T32s to the right in that position up the 8 line, the 2 line even.
It's the same what we saw from OM as well. They were doing exactly the same.
Oh, well, it's a standard position at the beginning of the maps.
And first bat is going with 3 5100s up the hill. What you was hoping.
I know. I'm a dreamer, Stephen. Call me the nightmare, but I'm the dreamer. We have got a T1 going up the hill. It's pretty standard.
Yeah.
But something we haven't seen so far is a T1 going on this side. I'm not sure about its position.
We saw it yesterday. Yeah, it was on the same position.
Usually go up there. I see that quite often.
Yesterday, I'm not sure it was 1SP as well, but they had their tank there too, and it did work out pretty fine. So it wasn't.
But usually you go up here, you destroy. There's a wall along here. You destroy a wall. You peek around, spot them, see if there's on the corner here, and then you retreat.
So somebody's laughing around. I don't know why they're actually laughing. But yeah, the 350 100s are up the hill at the moment, and I think as soon as they get spotted from the T1, it's going to be pushed.
T1 hasn't spotted anything yet.
No, but this T1 up the hill, as soon as he spotted the 350 100s, first 1SPP knows, okay, there are 3 tanks up the hill, and then they can start pushing.
I think this T1 is in a lot of trouble because
it doesn't matter.
If I was him, I would turn around. As soon as I say that, he does that, of course. He literally read my mind.
Yeah. It's the thing what you don't want to do. So one tank is going to get spotted. How many?
And there's the MX 100 spotted, and the second one, Ikarum, is making a run for it.
Now I'm wondering how are they going to react. So check the heavy tanks. I want to see if they're going to attack or are they going to defend. And it looks like they'd rather go for the defensive position. They're not pushing. Oh no, the 5100s are.
No, they're
just ganging up, aren't they?
They're getting the T32s are getting hold down positions. The MX 100 is moving around. And the T1 is moving forwards to scout if the rest of their tanks are in there. In the 2 line even.
And what First Bat is doing, they are just falling back. So they simulate or they pretended to push, forcing 1SPP to react to this push. What they are doing.
They just took the T1 out on the hill, and now they've got the hill open. They know the other T1 isn't there.
But
is going to sneak around this corner.
1SPP is expecting some kind of push now. Look at them; they're all the way defensive in the base. We have 2 heavy tanks on immediate at the cap circle, 3 heavy tanks in the G road, waiting for the push. But 1SPP is just cancel their push, falling back, and might go to the other side and even flanking from behind. We have to see. And but
as Rabio goes around this corner, he should spot something.
He spotted, but he's not spotting himself.
The problem was your commander's copula is here, and your commander does the spotting. So if you don't have you don't have it around the corner in a direct line of sight, you won't spot anything. But of course you will be spotted as well.
And he did know. He did see that there's some tanks still at the top of the 8 line, and actually First Pat is completely gathered all their tanks at the 8 line. So we might see some kind of push there now. I'm missing his 5100. Oh, there he is. Right behind me.
So we had the T32. Is he held down there? He's held down 308 damage onto that T32 of Madge. Well, we got 6 minutes left. We have to.
But I think, look, the problem what First Pat is doing here, they're not actually right at the hill. They are a bit further back. I think they could go a bit further forward, to be honest, because then they can spot the other tanks and then deal the damage. How much damage was done to the...
308.
308?
Yeah. It's a nice bit of damage. I mean, you can't really complain. The best thing you can do, the best thing you have when you're a heavy tank driver is you do damage to the enemy team and you don't take any damage yourself.
Yeah.
That is like the perfect situation.
That's what you want.
It's all you want.
But yeah, not much we can say to them because both teams are moving. With one SPP having one tank a bit lower, or already taking one shell, they might rather be the defensive team, because if you start pushing, they will just be focusing.
Exactly. The last thing they want is to have a direct engagement with an equal number of tanks, because the tank that pushes is a tank against a team that is camping or just in one place. You know, the ones that in one place will get the first shots.
And they have a hold down position. And the one SPP has a tank with low HP, so overall they can't afford to push onto their position. So they might have to think of coming from the other side, or we have to see what they're going to come up with. And by the looks of it, they are relocating to the left hand side of the map.
I think they'll push the 2 and 3 line heavily. Maybe the MX-100's up this side and the T-32's up this side. Maybe get a hold down positions there, or go here and try and cap. And they got a couple of options there, a couple of line of attacks.
One pad's pushing them now.
It's literally like they.
Yeah, it's just like they just move, and in that moment they start pushing. So one pad has got first pad has got their 2 T1s up the hill ready. They're just going to rush into the cap circle, start capping, and then their heavy tanks are just going to try to avoid the decap. And then you got the French tanks still in their base. So they're like splitting all their forces, a bit dodgy. And one SPP.
Just getting ready to receive. I don't get it. Do they know? Like, do they know what each other are doing? Because it's literally like they moved them up there. They already know. They haven't been spotted, but they know. They think they're going to push up there. Maybe they're just reading the game really well. They want this 2,000. This 2,000 euros. I would read the game well if I had 2,000 euros.
But I'm a bit scared. Sorry, a bit scared of the tank splitting here. You got the 2 T-32s in the G route now, but they have a nice hold-up position, and they've got the French tanks flanked from behind.
Both sets of T-32s are held down, but one SPP don't have the advantage with hit points, but taking that 308 damage. Ooh, nice shot onto. That was a commander's copula. See, he's penetrated right there. That part of the T-32 doesn't have very much armor, so if they is held down, aim for that.
But now the French tanks are on their own. 3 French tanks against 5. They're going to get focused down. Cerzak is down to 500 HP. Palermo's down to 263. Panzer 5 down to 860. They're just going to ignore the T-32s and just going to start trying to take down the French tanks. And
this Cruiser-Nex is going to take a lot of damage here, but it doesn't really matter, to be honest.
No, nice focus fire onto the first French tank. Palermo's going to be finished. Oh, but they did manage to get taken down. This is going to
This is an interesting engagement. You got Palermo's only on 11 HP in the MX-100. I'm not sure if he's reloading or not, but
should be. They're going to take down the T-20, the T-32, and the French tanks are reloading at the moment. They use
400 damage on Gumis. That is the maximum you can do with that gun. It's always nice when you get that damage roll.
Well, I was thinking, as the 3 French tanks pushed, they was on their own. So one SPP had 5 tanks against 3. Why didn't they just push onto them? Just focus them down. The focus fire wasn't working again. There's like this small thing.
Oh, Souza.
He tried to hide.
Read that situation well. He knew Souza was reloading, and he knew he could take the shot, maybe even a couple of shots. That's so unlucky. You take.
Oh man.
That's about 400 damage on just fire. And it's interesting, these counts have full fire crew, and still we've seen so much damage by fire.
That's why the people, they don't take the fire extinguisher, because they say the crew skill is so good that they will hardly burn.
But it's not.
On White Park, in one game, each team had a tank burning to death.
Yeah.
In this game, you have a tank burning to death, so you should never underestimate the fire.
Oh, Palermo's is reloaded.
That was lucky, that was
Christoph knew he had to make the shot and made it count.
But Christoph killed 5 tanks.
Unbelievable. Almost as good a new Multi show.
It would be awesome to see all team kill.
2.1k damage by
video off the map. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned as usual. We'll be back in a few seconds. Yeah, there we go. We are back in game. I am following first pad, so we can finally see the Centurion work.
I hope we see the Centurion. I pray that we see the Centurion.
But I'm in first pad's team, so you're not dooming him. You're dooming one SPP. Thank God for that.
So we see Rabiot and Shalebo and Souza 2 AMX 90s and a T50-2 go on the hill, and they've actually taken a Pershing as well. So this we'll see if the Pershing is better as a tier 8 medium tank or the Centurion.
It's always hard to tell because it's always depends on the situation and things like that.
Ooh,
but big shells.
400 damage against that AMX 90.
Yeah.
These are the kind of cheap shots that teams give away at the beginning of the battles, and it does actually end up losing the games sometimes.
Yeah, but there's no need to get this shot.
There's absolutely no need to get shot then.
There was no need to even show himself.
He knew he was spotted by the T1 Cunningham, so he should not have gone in any position where he could get shot.
So
who shot him, by the way?
It
must have been one of those two, yeah.
It's got to be the T32. Says like it probably was. So T1 is just sitting down here at the hill. There's no need for him to go up there. Proxy spotting range, 50 meters. Just stay in the 50 meter radius around the tank, and then you always spot him. So the T1 down there, Fate No More, just chilling around.
One SPB has no real idea of where this one pad team is. I think they're sending their T50-2 to try and gauge where the team is and what they can do. I don't know. If the Lorraine artillery, if they had the artillery on one pad, they would have been able to see that tree going down. They would know the T50-2 or one of their tanks has left the hill, but they don't. So
I think they just needed an artillery in general.
I think artillery.
It's just because they're so limited. Like all they can do is just wait for a push, or they have to push themselves. But they can't use the time where they're doing nothing. They can't use an artillery to in some kind of way deal damage. So the only way they can do damage is completely turtle and defend, or do a big push. That's the only way that can actually work, in my opinion.
So the position as TV-2 is now is actually the preferred position for a TV-2.
What he is spotted.
It used to be down there, but yeah, he's spotted, and I think he will go down. If by the AMX 3090, then by the tank, which I think is shooting from behind.
Oh, Gavas driving down the hill, losing 230 HP. It's trying to push onto the AMX 5100 now, but he has to watch out because the VK is there as well, and he's taking so much damage. Souza shooting from the middle, the VK is shooting, the Pershing should be able to shoot him as well. Gumis is joining the fight, he has to watch out, he doesn't take just as much damage, but Gavas, big blow against him.
They literally saw the T50-2 and now they're just racing to kill it.
What are they doing? What are they doing? I don't get why these AMX 5100s are up there. They weren't doing no damage. We're taking so much themselves.
But look, the MX 100 and the T32 are now. Well, they tried to push the MX 3090s. The one pad team did get a bit of damage.
But they had to do it because otherwise, them would just keep on shooting over to the MX 3090 on the other side. And now the Lorraine is joining the fight.
Is spotted, but I mean,
he's going in close range.
He could have taken all the time in the world to make that shot, but he decided to do the quick shot, the luck shot, and unfortunately
the VK is going to win this fight. He's going to do it. Or the Lorraine artillery is going to come from
the Lorraine artillery. Will have about 10 seconds, and he's looking over to his left. Why is Christoph not pushing him?
I don't know.
What was that for? That was absolutely no reason for Christoph to let that.
Yeah, the artillery could have stayed alive. Yeah, but it was lucky because he killed the artillery, but the last bit of speed what he had managed to push into it, and there the Centurion.
The Centurion killed something.
Awesome.
Unbelievable.
I think it's first shot what actually would ever hit from the Centurion in the 7-on-7 game.
Oh, and both T1s just go down in quick succession. I'm not sure why you would send two T1s in one area.
There's no point.
There's no point in that.
Only if you want to push onto the cap circle.
Literally, the two teams are just exchanging T1
But there's so many small things what I don't understand. Like these two AMX 39s pushed on their own on the island.
They saw they did a lot of damage to the T50-2, and they saw red, and then they just tunnel vision to get the kill.
But they got focused down from every area. They got shot from the middle. They got shot from the hill, and they had no backup from their team. They had to coordinate these small things. But
I think the teams, after 2 days of intense battles, are maybe making a few tactical errors, but we're not really here to judge people on what they do.
Well, if you could, we would be the guys sitting up there.
I would play every single tank on their team and beat it and get the 7,000 euros on my own. Trust me.
Nah,
I'd have like 10 screens just to do it.
Look at her.
And I could also cast at the same time.
Oh, so you're going to cast?
Yeah.
You could play every team at the same time, couldn't you? You could play the finals on your own.
Yeah. That would be easy though.
And cast it.
Yeah.
You're awesome, man.
And do the production as well. I tell myself that the stream is starting.
And the analysing too. Dude, you are insane, man. You're insane. Yeah. But unfortunately, one SVP and one pad aren't that good yet to compete with you on your own.
Yeah.
But anyway, they're doing good. It's looking at the moment it's looking better for first pad.
Yeah, one pad has the HP advantage. I mean,
there's one tank that is a one shot on 1SPP, isn't there?
I think it's a real shame that Ikarum died unnecessarily.
Yeah.
Because I think that would have been able to take the game back for 1SPP.
But at the moment, Souza is kind of a dead tank. He has to stay behind. He can't do no kind of harassment. He has to stay safe.
He's a dead tank, but you know he's
a dead tank.
He's a French tank, so he could easily get those 6 shells off.
Yes, but
before dying.
But he can't do it in a normal French way. He has to do it in a defensive way. He has to either come from behind, only peek around, or use his mates have to shield him in some kind of way.
Wait until they engage the Pershing and then.
Yeah. But at the moment, not much movement going on. 4 minutes left on the clock.
This would be a very easy game to win if one pad had an artillery piece, even if it was like a Bison.
But not much to say at the moment. It's really hard to say something when nothing's happening. But do you think that's the right call? Just to wait now? I think after so much movement, so much pressure, you should start doing putting more pressure on it.
I think first pad could even just go down the hill here and then kill them all.
Yeah,
they could go down the hill and then they could put a tank here, go from behind, a tank here from the front.
But they don't know that they're there. They don't know that they're there.
Don't they? Not spotted.
No. But the thing is, they know that the one tank only has 94 HP.
Yeah.
So they should start being aggressive. I don't understand why they go defensive when one tank is basically dead. Just focus him, kill him straight away, and then just 2 against 3. And they have nearly full heavy tank.
I know from that, you know, when you have the main engagement in a battle, there is a brief period of time afterwards, probably about a minute, where you just like
reorganize.
You just want to like reorganize not only the team but yourself as a player, and then kind of reset the whole battle, and then go in for the other engagement. So
the tanks are now spotted. AMX 3090 and Pershing.
The AMX 100 is going to take down Rabio if he does get the. Oh no, there is a crest there, so good positioning from 1SPP.
But they haven't spotted a low HP AMX 3090. Where is he actually?
He is behind. Souza is staying behind. That's a smart move.
Yeah, he has to. That's what I meant. If he's there where the engagement is, he's going to get shot.
I think one pad is doing this engagement completely wrong. If you use physics, you can come down here and kill them so easily.
But Souza was spotted, and I did take down Souza, so it's 2 against 3 now. The HP is in favour for first pad 2.
Yeah.
So the AMX 3090, I don't know how many shells he already fired. Should be.
The Centurion is hull down. He does have a nice little bit of hull armour, but
T32 is hull down as well. Done some damage onto Rabio. Rabio
and the Centurion does have good gun depression, so that did work out.
3 kills. Yes, 3 kills.
Yeah, and he did it, but he completely failed and died immediately.
Well, I'm going to stick to the Centurion now.
The T32 is significantly heavier than the Pershing, so if he rammed it, he would do some nice damage.
He's shielding his mate, and let's see if the Centurion's going to get the 4 killed.
No.
Yeah, he will.
Oh.
No. Didn't
3 kills, though.
But still, let's check the damage.
I will.
And we are back without a game. Some probably, I don't know, maybe they forgot to load shells or something. It's going to be a rematch.
Yeah, one of the 1SPP players, I think.
But it won't take long. It's just going to wait for all the players to leave the game, and then we can just start the next battle. But that gives us time to look at the lineup. If they no time, we can start straight away.
So the lineups, I think, will be the same.
Yeah, it's just a rematch, because probably somebody crashed or
the area of doom we've been talking about.
Yeah, no, I think it's well, it was quite funny. This one guy wrote, "What about my 50 gold?"
Yeah.
So he needs his 50 gold back.
That 50, even if it's not your account, seeing gold coming out of an account like that is quite hard. Like,
no,
you enjoy it, don't you?
Huh?
You enjoy seeing like 1 million gold being spent at the same time.
Yeah.
Like converting to credits.
You should have seen me as I had my tournament account. I was just like doing everything. Every tank I just started putting skins on, and because he could just
Yeah.
done anything, even though it had no make no
Now
sense.
the skins do give 5% camouflage.
Yeah,
it's
10
a
even.
good call.
Is it 5 or 10?
5%.
5?
Yeah. That 5% could be the difference between getting spotted and not spotted, because it could equal a good meter at least.
So let's just tell him that we're ready. Looks like the players are ready too. 2 of them still in the garage, but they should be in any moment. Well, let's use the time for the lineup then. The lineup from 1SPP is a T71, a T50-2, 3090, a Batchat, a 5100, and another -2. So they are going for the 2-2s as well, but I'm just hoping that they're going to do it similar to Automotives, like not just having both in the middle, but actually splitting them, that they cover the whole map and not just like one part. If they do that, then I'm just going to stick to it. 250-2s is the wrong decision, then you'd rather go for the VK. And on the other side, 3090, 2 of them, a Jack Panther, a Centurion, a Lorraine, T1 and a T2 Light. So 2 weird tanks, 2 new tanks for esports, and I want to see how they're going to work out. We won't have the another map overview because we just only saw it, so there's no point. So we're just going to look at the countdown, maybe see some pinging going on.
So in the past, when SPP has gone left here, they've gone left along here, and they've put they haven't got any artillery, so you would put artillery there, but they've gone along. They put a couple of tanks back, the Centurion, the MX 100. They put the MX 90s up here.
They did take artillery this time.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, Batchat.
Not against Odomortis.
Oh no! Oh, sorry. Yeah.
So let's see if they're doing that again. It does look like they're doing that again. No one's. Krusenix is going to destroy the rubbish in the base. That's in case one of the enemy teams tries to cap. It's always horrible to shoot that with your shells.
Do you know what I think? If you leave it standing, right, it encourages the player who's capping to use it as cover, so your artillery knows exactly where to shoot to. Do you think that could be a mind game?
Yeah.
If you leave it standing,
it could cost you the game for that mind game, though.
Yeah,
that's
but it could work as well. It could save you the game.
You got. For every reaction, there's an equal and opposite.
Yeah. But the first shells are already been exchanging here. Glebo a bit too far forward, took 200 damage.
See how slow this tank is over this rough terrain.
Yeah, but he managed to spot the T2 Light, so the T2 Light's getting some shots, and there it is.
Yeah, he goes down.
So where are the 2 5100s?
That was an awesome little slide there.
Where are the 2 50-2s? One in the middle and the other one in the middle too?
Both just going around the middle. One's on the left, one's on the right.
Makes no sense.
I'm not sure what this one's doing. He's just pleasure cruising.
Yeah, so just make him to a VK and give him the firepower.
It does look cool when he goes over the bumps, though. He boom. And then, it's cool.
It's cool when they jump.
Yeah, exactly. Small jumps.
Yeah. Big jumps look cool as well, just so they don't survive them.
Yeah.
But at the moment, it's a slow game again. First pad with the TD in their team, they are they're forcing themselves to camp, because if you want to use the advantage of a TD, you can't be attacking with it that good. So they're just sitting in the forest on the left hand side. TD is the back tank right in front of the artillery, and in front of the TD you got the remaining.
I think what First Bite want to do, they want to go along that forest line and get that tank destroyer in the back, and that tank destroyer does some serious damage. You can easily get 500 damage on that tank per shot on that tank destroyer. So we'll see if they can use that effectively.
But at the moment, as usual, no movement.
2 minutes into the game, and
it's a standard gameplay. Just burn 3 to 4 minutes, or at least sometimes even more. So, and then in the final stage of the game, then they do the big push and start attacking. But I'm hoping that when SCP realizes that they are forced to push in some kind of way because of the TD and the other team. So
I think one SPB will be thinking exact opposite. They'll be thinking, well, they got a tank destroyer they know does a lot of damage, so they'll be wanting the first pack players to come to them. But I think they're doing it. I don't know why they would go on that forest side, because even if the one power player comes to them, they got that tank destroyer in the background, who can just deal out the damage. But it depends who uses the bushes most effectively.
No, I think. If you know a team is camping, then why not start using your artillery? So they have 2 scout tanks, they have 2 50-2s. So why not put one on the other side of the map, on the right-hand side, over the tracks, start trying to get in a good scouting position, or in general just start scouting a bit better so your artillery can start coming to play?
I'm wondering, a bush gives you 15% camo, right? Per bush.
I don't know.
And it's up to a maximum, I think, of 3 or 4 bushes. I did know these things when I was playing the game a lot. But if you have a lot of bushes in front of you, it's extremely hard to get spotted if you have a tank with, because camo value zero on your camo value stats is the worst you can get. I think the SU-14 has 0 camo value, so you have absolute, and it's a multiplier. So if you have a camo crew skill with 0% as your base multiplier, it's 0 times whatever. Anything times 0 is 0.
Yeah.
So it's pointless getting camo on a tank like that. So it'll be interesting what the Jagdpanzer does too. It's quite a big tank.
No, I think it's even more interesting to know what the E100 Jagdpanzer is.
Jesus, yeah. It'll probably be 0.
Box.
I mean, the Su-14 is a school bus, so I think that will have, like, I mean, like, literally just seeing a school bus go in front of you, like, well, there's no way you're not going to be able to see it.
I always see, like, I used to play Command and Conquer, and you can get, like, nuclear trucks, and I always see this as, like, it looks like the nuclear truck in that game, and it's just massive. But,
the T-42,
do you know what we
match? It takes some damage from that artillery.
Yeah, at the beginning. At the end of the game, we're going to check the kilometers done by first pad, because they have literally not moved a centimeter since they got their positions. The Jagdpanzer is finally moving, but he's actually falling back. Yeah. He's not moving forward, he's moving backwards.
Unbelievable. He might even fall back behind their artillery.
No,
That'd be funny.
He's like 20 meters in front of the artillery. So, yeah, not much to say from first pad. At least we see some movement from one SPP. The 250-2 is rolling around, but they actually they are reversing as well. So they're not into the middle anymore. They're spotting in front of their tanks. So I have no idea what their plan is at the moment. I don't get it. I just don't understand.
So we can talk about the match later today. Do you know the maps for against the final Oda Mortis against Oda Mortis? Well, EPS is Oda Mortis.
Yeah, I don't know the maps yet. They sort of decided when they start setting up.
I hope it's. I think one city map.
Well, what? No, we can go for predictions now, because since we can't tell much about this game, what's happening, because not many things are happening. What's your prediction for one SVP against
one SVP?
EPS against OM?
EPS has had a fairly easy ride through this tournament. They've just destroyed everyone.
Give me a score.
I think it's going to be a close one. I think 2-3.
2-3?
2-3 to
3-1.
2-3 to Oda Mortis.
I'll go
3-1
for EPS.
3-1 to EPS. Okay. Well, we're going to the pub later, so since it's the final, we'll put like ultra wagers. I'll buy you 2 beers.
The drinks for free tonight. You troll.
Damn it. Well, I'll find something which you have to give me.
If I win, it's your job to get revenge on Simon. That's it.
Okay.
So back to the game, and we're talking for 2 minutes, and quite impressive how much happened, because nothing happened.
I could use this as my insomnia cure, to be honest. I might watch this when I'm trying to go to bed.
Yeah.
Just put you right to sleep.
It's not nice when I'm saying these things, but it's hard to tell something because nothing's happening. I would really like to know. I would really like to see what's actually happening in their heads. Why are they deciding to do this defensive play? Why aren't they doing something else? Well, actually, if you look on the right-hand side of the map, something is pushing forward now.
Yeah, it's the T1. That is really big risk-taking by one SPP. Well, I think it's a good thing, actually. They're much as we joke, once you're in a position like once you've been circling and camping for so long, you get kind of a mind block where you just like, well, why don't I just carry on doing this and I hope that the other team does something.
You're just scared. You think we've been doing it so long, and if you do a move now, we might lose it then.
It's like doing something like an extreme sport. You're sitting at the top of a ski ramp. The longer you sit there, the harder it gets to do it.
Yeah, so just close your eyes and go through it.
Exactly. I think sometimes you just got to commit to the game and risk. But it's a lot on the line. So
yeah, exactly. That's why. And I think one SPP, they have to win, otherwise I'm out. So,
exactly.
That's why.
I think it's kind of first pad's job to do the damage on this.
Well, they're taking a defensive lineup today, so they won't be. They're thinking, why should we push? We have to win. We only have to win one more map. You are forced to win this, and they think we can lose it. So they play the defensive one. 1 minute 55 seconds left in the game. On the clock, and 1 minute and 50 seconds.
Ping just went out from Shalevo, the leader, to E1. Looks like we can cross over to a TPT-2. as they are, seem to... No, they're just still circling.
But that's what I don't get. They have two 50-2s and they have an artillery in the back, so they have a big batch of artillery. So why not push with the 50-2s forward?
They don't have a batch of artillery.
They do. What's that at the top of the list?
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah.
There's a batch of artillery.
So,
So yeah, so why doesn't, like for example, Klebo, he has already taken one shot, so they can sacrifice him. They won't lose the game if he dies. So why not do a risky one, push him forward, try to get a spot, and let the artillery do a lot of damage and back it up with normal firepower, and then you just take down one tank, and then you can start camping. But why are you keeping them both back? I don't understand why they're trying to keep both 50-2s alive, because you can lose one. There's no problem, because you still have a second one.
I miss the good old days in Prokhorovka where both teams would just go into the city and have a proper good... So I'm following 1 SPP, aka Laughter, aka Ollie, and Stephen will be following 1 Pad, aka Snee, aka Nightmare.
No, wrong way around.
No.
But yeah, what I'm really hoping now, if they pick 2 scouts and an artillery, use the 2 scouts and the artillery.
Exactly.
Otherwise...
That's all I asked for.
Yeah, that's all you have to do. And yeah, 1 more second to go, and here we roll.
Let's go.
Let's see what the tanks are going to do. All heading for the same direction like in the previous game. Oh, it's actually an M2 light. He picked the wrong tank, didn't he?
M2 light? It's a T2 light.
Yeah, no, but they picked the M2 light. Look at it.
I know, I saw it, yeah.
It's the M2 light roll in there. I think he picked the wrong tank.
Yeah, well, they're the same tier, but the T2 light does go... It was the first tanking game which went 72 kilometers an hour. The M2 light, the T2 light goes M2. The M2 light is still fast, but it's just nowhere near as good.
Yeah. Finally, we see a bit of a change. Palermo's is in the middle with his 39. He might try to get some shells out onto the 50-2 or something like that. But me saying that, he decides, no, too hot. I'm going back, sticking with his friends. And
friends are good.
Yeah, and all the remaining team just sticking in the forest, chilling. Maybe having a barbecue.
Chilling out, maxing, relaxing.
Yeah, having a barbecue.
I want a barbecue.
But that's what you do in the forest. Go camping. Yeah, that's what they're doing. They're going camping. Hit out get a fire started.
I love. It's like brilliant. Like camping. They're camping and they're camping.
That was the point of it.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. He did get tracked.
The artillery did manage to connect the shell to the T-50-2. Tracked him, but only done 150 damage. So no big, massive problem. I think it was a blind shot as well because he wasn't spotted.
It was a brilliant shot. If only they had the batch artillery, that T-50-2 would be dead. I mean, that was an interesting point. Souza, the leader from 1 SPP, he said that to stop the batch artillery from A, getting countered, and B, being known if he's reloading or not, he reloads at random points after he's shooting.
Yeah.
So he could shoot 1 shell and reload. He could shoot all 4 shells and reload. But you know, it didn't work out for him yesterday because he had a T-50-2 tracked. And then he had another shell, but he decided to reload instead of killing it. Which, another miss onto Shalebo.
He just wanted to give him the message, I'm reloading.
Yeah.
He didn't reload. He had a shell, but he said he didn't shoot this shell. He didn't finish him off, because then it makes the other team think he's reloading.
But it's not. I don't think that's a good decision. You take your opportunities to kill tanks.
Yeah, I would have rather taken down the scout as well. Yeah. We're going to stick to the dash 2s because they actually have movement, while on the other team, first pad is not moving at all. They've got the Palermo's.
How is the M2 light doing?
Chilling around in his bush, man.
It's funny because Face No More is their captain and he took the wrong tank.
Did they call the T2 light?
Yeah, definitely.
So he just picked... so he probably...
TNM.
No, but he probably hasn't got the models on it then. He doesn't have premium ammo on it, gold ammo. He doesn't have the right consumables on it. So if he misclicked, he has a big disadvantage in that tank. But now you could see a push here. Palermo's is moving up to Gomez. Maybe they're going to decide to push. But if they do, the heavy tanks have to follow. But that's the other thing. Like, the heavy tanks are protecting the artillery. But what's the point of protecting the artillery if you're standing literally right in front of him? It's too late. That's too close to it. Because, you want to stop the scout getting that close.
Yep. In case you've just tuned in, it's 1 Pad versus 1 SPP, the 2 big Polish teams, as well as EPS. It's a best of 5 game. We've already had We've already had a couple of games before, and 1 Pad just needs 1 more win to win that 2,000 euros and be crowned the small final winner.
Yep.
But so far we've had one draw on this map, and we look like we're heading into another one. I hope we see some action, or we see the T1 of Rabio PL going on top of the hill. The view range on the T1 isn't great, so going on the hill is...
But they haven't changed none of their tactics. I don't get it. Why do you go for a scout lineup and you don't use the scouts? I just feel like crying. I really feel like crying. look where they are.
He's not going to spot anything beyond
look at the
like this point, probably.
But look at the mini-map. Their second -2 is at the bottom left corner. Why do you want him there? That makes no sense. Just push one forward, send him into the base and start spotting something. If he dies, well, he dies. It doesn't matter. You still can win. It's not a game-losing factor if you lose 1-2 if you have 2.
We saw yesterday Odin lost 2 of their TPD-2s and still won the game.
Yeah,
quite convincingly.
And they lost them at the beginning of the game, so they didn't actually even get to scout anything, and they still won. So why can't they do it? They have a bigger artillery, so you want to do the spotting. That's the main goal of your game, of your lineup, that your artillery does the damage, because that's why you put 8 tier 1s. They don't need a big artillery if they don't use it. If they don't use their scouts to spot anything, they could, instead of the batch artillery, take a tier 8 heavy tank.
I think one SPP kind of expects one pad to push, because one pad only needs one more game to win. So I think one SPP is kind of saying, well, you're at the advantage here, so the team with the advantage, as courtesy, should be pushing.
No,
but obviously not. I mean, it's flawed logic.
Yeah, why would they? Why push?
They shouldn't? Well, I don't know. They should push or shouldn't push, but whichever team takes the initiative can win this.
We're looking at the lineups. One SVP should be all over them. They should be spotting them the whole time that the artillery can deal with damage. That's the whole point of their lineup. I can only keep on repeating it. They have 4 light tanks. No, 5 light tanks with a T1 and a tier 8 artillery. So why aren't they using it? I just want to just walk up there.
And look, the first CAF and T comes out from one pad.
I just want to walk up there and start playing one of the -2s or something.
Yeah.
So, dum 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 dum. Do you know the music, like do 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 do?
It should be like a Benny Hill theme tune. It wouldn't really work, but it'd be quite ironic.
Yeah.
Oh, look, Schlebo has actually crossed into the second half of the map.
See, some pushing going on. On the right-hand side, we see 2 light tanks as well. So we have 4 light tanks on the other side of the map now. He has to spot something. He can spot something.
Easily spot something. He might get spotted, but
he is spotted at the moment.
He didn't actually spot anything. If you're on the
both 50-2s are spotted without them spotting anything.
If you're on this side of the track, you can just sit there and only have your turret being spotted.
3090 is getting shot now by the tanks. Chris has to watch out. So he took a shot on now. That's a bad thing for him now, bad thing for us, because he's just going to reverse.
So Scissor Sack. Yes, Scissor Sack just missed his shot against the AMX 1390.
And they are, at least they're trying to spot something now. The -2s are trying to do something, but they aren't able to. And the thing is, they get in a light bulb the whole time that they've been spotted, so they're just falling back then. Oh, nearly got tracked, dropping down that hill. Oh, heavy tank spotted in the south. Krusinix is down to 800, down to 300. Lots of shells connecting there. They need to do the final shell. They might have a winner here.
And Lorraine 155 does the final
That means
shell.
First Pat is winning at the moment.
Yep.
One SPP has to make a move, and they are finally pushing.
They've got 7 points difference.
Oh, okay. But the T2 Light is going to die.
They need to kill one more tier 1 tank. But the M2 Light from Faith No More goes down. That T71 actually coming into use, and he is reloading though. So if one pad push, they could.
They are trying to push, and the artillery is trying to connect some shells, not managed to hit. Palermo is now pushing down. Batchat
takes Gumis from one pad down. I think it was a 1-shot.
Yeah. But now T71 is on the move.
Scissor Zack is spotted from one pad, and we finally have some action.
Yeah, Palermo is onto Icarium here. 300 HP left. Palermo should be able to finish him. 18 HP left. Final shell should come pretty soon. Oh, he misses though. One track shot and misses
and
again.
And he goes down.
We'll find it. But on the other side, Batcha taking down Lorraine. So a lot of movement here. Christoph coming over the hill, taking down Palermo.
Christoph missing Palermo from about 100 meters, but he'll have that last shot and taking down Palermo, the friendly giant. Matches going 1-on-1 against an MX 100, but he decides to call off the engagement, and I think both teams are looking to reset the battle. 1 minute and 22 seconds left on the clock, so only a limited amount of time for each team to make the decisive blow. At the current time, no team is winning. There's no eight tier point advantage.
Yeah.
So.
But now I'm asking myself now, why couldn't I do this 5 minutes ago?
I have no idea.
What was I waiting for 5 minutes? What changed? Nothing, actually. So
I think One Powered would have this very easily if they didn't lose their artillery.
Yeah. But what's artillery? I didn't notice what's spotted.
TPT-2 spotted their artillery. And the artillery wasn't in a particularly great position. He was on the higher ground, so he could be spotted by a tank, which is close enough. Yeah, 250 damage going on to.
Maze is proxy spotting Geras at the moment. Geras is on the wrong side of the hill, so the artillery can hit him, and one shell did connect. So 500 already from the artillery, 600 left, 2 more shells in the barrel. So he has enough shells to finish off, and another big shot into his face. Down to 175 HP. Will he get the final shot? And he does.
He does.
So now at the moment, 1SPP is winning. Panzer 5 has to do a move, has to kill something. He is charging onto Christoph.
But
Christoph
the batch artillery is reloading.
Yes. If you finish off Christoph, Christoph only just managed
Madge
to get
is deciding to go 1 versus 1 against that VK4502A.
Christoph has to survive 2 more seconds. 1 more second. Will he? Oh, we have a winner.
We have a winner.
Only for this map, though. There's 2-2.
So it's 2-all.
We will see an overview of the Abbey map, and then we will be right into the action. So don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. In the meantime, click the following button, and I'm out. And here we are back into the game. Are we following first, Pat? So probably they're going to win the game because you are cursed. All the team are heading over to the left-hand side of the map, just leaving one T1 behind, just to keep their eyes open on the trench side.
And the whole of SPP is going over to the right-hand side, bar the TPT-2.
So that's good. That's a good thing. They're both on the same side. That's a good start.
Yeah,
it's a good start.
It's surprising because most teams haven't gone over that side to begin with. So. I'd like to see a different change in strategy from game to game. It's always good. Oh, and that drift from Shalebo. I love that. I love the drifting.
It looks cool, but it's not good. It's not good for you.
It's definitely not good. I mean, in that situation when you're going downhill and you're on a smooth surface like concrete, he didn't lose too much speed. He would have lost more speed if he slowed down just to turn.
But he's like a bigger target for like a second or something. It makes it easier to hit him.
Yeah.
Even though his speed stays the same, but he's not moving as much because he's sliding. So he's staying on some spot. It
looks like Souza and Rabio PL are getting in a position where they can shoot the tanks if there's any tanks going to the middle, going up to the Abbey. If you are in that Abbey, you can spot this whole area.
We might see an engagement here now. Gumis, Gervas, and Sersak are all pushing up. They are going forward now.
Souza is in a position where
he's on his own.
Yeah, he's on his own.
They're going to just focus him down here. Oh, both miss.
But he can. This is the great thing about physics. He can just jump down there. He can escape.
And
but he doesn't have horsepower to get up.
His friends are coming now. They are joining the fight. They're both 5100s and the AMX 1300 in there. They're trying to focus down Rabio. Now it's trying to
577 damage, and he goes down. But Faith No More, the batch artillery takes down Rabio.
And another tank on fire. And he's burning. Why are they turning to fire in swingers? That's half of the HP.
952 damage.
Yeah, it's just really, really bad. But on the other side, 1SPP, both tanks are one shot, so they can just finish them off easy.
Shalebo is jumping into the one pad base. I think you might want to get into that little cove where you can cap.
Yeah.
Let's see if
Panzer 5.
Look how little health they have. And Panzer 5 takes down Krusinix from 1SPP, leaving only Madge, who's got 36 health left, and he will get taken down. Unbelievable, he bounces a shot, and that's 240 plus penetration on that MX 5100's
against a piece of paper.
Against 90 millimeters of armor. And he's bounced too. Unbelievable.
Panzer 5 is keep on pushing. I'm not sure if he's reloaded or not, but he should be, otherwise he won't be pushing. Oh, there we go.
Finally goes down.
On match at the moment, looking at the tier points.
Oh, Shalebo's doing an absolute hero. Oh, damn it. It would be awesome if he just turned his turret and ammo rack Faith No More.
Yeah.
That would have been epic. Sousa is... I don't understand why they pushed the TPT-2 and then the 3090. If they pushed them together, they would have had a greater chance of success, but...
But the game was fast. It was a good game, man.
Unbelievable. First SPP lost the first game, and now they've come back.
Yeah.
So
speechless.
It's just, yeah.
But look, this game proved that they can do it in a different kind of way. So why did they camp the other maps so hard? I just don't understand it. But at least we have a good ending of the small finals. Panzer 5 is going to finish off the Bison here.
261 damage, always nice ending.
Zoo 26 is the next in a row. Panzer 5 is aiming on him, and there we go. The final blow onto the final tank. Congratulations to First Pad finishing third here.
Big congrats, First Pad. That's a nice little bit of money in the kitty. And a Polish team finishes third, the first. Yep.
Next step of the stream is now going to be the analyzing desk. Going to analyze this awesome games. Maybe Mookis can tell us what the idea was of them camping or something.
Yeah.
It would be nice to know. Maybe not. We will see. So, short commercial break, and after the break we will be over to the analyzing desk. So don't go anywhere, stay tuned, hit the following button, and see you in a bit.